Hello everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more Let's Play F-Zero Expansion Kit. Today we're going to be heading on off to the next cup, which is the Queen Cup. Let's go ahead and get started with Sector A, otherwise known as Sector Alpha. I think that's what the A stands for. And for today's racer, I'm just going to make a random choice. Let's go with you. MM Gazelle. I think his name is different in the US version, but Also, don't even bother asking me what the names of these characters are. For the most part, I won't be able to remember them all. The only most memorable character that I know of off the top of my head is Black Shadow and Captain Falcon. That's about it. Alright, Mr. Gazelle, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, time to begin the Queen Cup, and begin it with style. Hopefully without such suckage as the Jack Cup. I mean, really, come on, man. I know I can have a better run than what happened in the Jack Cup. Seriously. We don't want another Jack Cup run now, do we? Now let's talk about more stuff. Depending on which difficulty you select, it also determines the number of lives you start with. For Novice Cup, you're given 5 lives to start. Well, technically 6, because life number 0 actually counts in this game. That seems to be quite a trend when it comes to the older games as such that use lives instead of actual health and then dying and then having to respawn, etc., etc. You know what I mean? 0 lives, that's a good thing. It's a good thing to have. And also, get off my butt. Get out of here. So, when to go on the offensive and when not to go on the offensive. That is going to be today's topic, I guess. You shouldn't go on the offensive if you're running low on health, because there's a high chance that you'll end up missing your opponent, slamming yourself into the wall, and bouncing around like you're a frickin' pinball. And when to go on the offensive is when you know you can hit them it's pretty much a guaranteed hit, for the most part. Or at least a very high hit percentage. Whatever. Percentage, I don't even know or care. It really depends on where the people are and the timing. The timing's also very important. Now, let's go over difficulty. The difficulty of the Jack Cup, in my personal opinion, is the easiest cup. Well, it should be obvious that it is the easiest cup because it is the first one. This is the second. This is the second cup, the Queen Cup, and the difficulty does go up a little bit, and really the difficulty comes from track design. Also, one more thing to point out. Some of the songs have actually been extended for F-Zero Expansion Kit. I'm serious. Like the song that plays for the Red Canyon stages, or courses, whatever, F you. What am I trying to say? It's pretty simple. The remixes are nice. They extend the song, make them sound even better. And it's stereo. And it's stereo. Typical. Okay, let's not fall off the course. Red Canyon can be a bit of a nerve-wracking experience because of all the jumps that you have to make. And also, I think this is a pretty good course to practice the one technique that many speedrunners love to use that involves flying in like a 45-degree angle and just fly all the way to the finish line as if they were freaking Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, technically speaking, most of these machines can go just as fast as him. Pretty much. Because that's what these machines are built for. High-speed racing awesomeness. Okay, Devil's Forest 2. And also, did I confuse the name of the last Devil Forest? I think I did. I called it Devil Fortress. So that was my bad. My bad, people. Things happen. And mistakes are made. Even though they're made quite a bit more often with me. Now let's talk about this track as far as difficulty is concerned. It is a relatively difficult track. Mainly due to the first couple of hills. The hills you can actually fly off of if you're going too fast. Also, the hills can be used as a means of sequence breaking the course completely. And I know that speedrunners have done something like that before, like, it involves making your machine being able to fly. Quite literally. Fly. Through the air, without any ground, by flying through some invisible checkpoints or something. I have no idea. I have no idea how it works, so I'm not going to question it as I blow into smithereens. Dang it. Okay, that's better. Now I am back, and we're ready to begin the final lap of this course. About freaking time. Oh, man. Me and my suckage has... It's been most unkind to me. Me and Lady Luck, we haven't really been getting along lately. Why? I have no freaking idea. I mean, she's usually been kind to me before, but really Luck has nothing to do with this course. It's me and my skills pretty much deteriorating. Well, that's what you get for not playing this game for several months. Or years. Whatever. Or whatever, F you. Alright, next course. Next course, Mute City 2. Now, as far as difficulty is concerned with this course, hell, don't whack me. I'm the one who whacks you, you jerks. Difficulty. Not too bad. It's actually one of the easier courses here on the Queen Cup, believe it or not. There was something else I wanted to go over. What was it? Oh yeah. I've heard a little bit of history about this game, and technically speaking, this game is one of the first and probably one of the few games on the N64, or maybe it's the only N64 game to run at 60 frames per second constantly. I could be wrong here, but that's from what I've heard. 60 FPS constantly. You don't see much of this nowadays. Xbox One. Xbox. Well, at least, the game is smooth and it looks fantastic. Well, actually, the details in this game had to be cut severely because of the large number of racers that are appearing on screen, just so they can keep the stable frame rate of 60 FPS. So details, like I said, had to be cut down quite a bit. This is the reason why the courses, blah. Hence the reason why most of the courses look kind of bland. But to me, that is what gets this... Blah! Me no speak English today. It's what gives most of these courses their charm. That I like. I like charm. They're memorable. I love them. Even if they are simplistic in design and aesthetics. Now for Big Blue 2. Big Blue 2, in my personal opinion, is definitely one of the hardest courses in the game. Mostly due to the fact that a lot of this... Yeah, most of this course is very skinny. To a very skinny course, and there's one little bridge in which you'll have to traverse through that has no walls, and you can very easily fall off of this course. No, seriously, you don't want that on your conscience. Ugh. I am not speaking well at all. Again. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, and I'm talking out of my frickin' butt. What do you expect me to do? Be like a nanny and entertain you all bloody day? Or none, whatever, F you. I gotta stop saying that. That was not a good joke at all. It really wasn't. And done. Thankfully, this course doesn't take very long to complete. See, wow, completed this course in 1 minute and 11 seconds flat, even though it says 1 minute and 10, 997 milliseconds. Whatever, don't care. Don't care about the time, as long as I win, that's what matters. And also, as long as I have fun too. Fun is also something that really matters a lot.
3, 2, 1.
Now it's time for White Land! It's a land that is all white. It's not even close to white. If it was all white, if the entire course was white, then it really should inherit the name, as I fall off the face of the earth like a freaking butt. Ugh. Dang it. Let's try that again. Okay, that's better. Even though I'm about to frickin' die and I can't gain control. Just kidding. What? Okay, seriously? Invisible wall much? Oh, man. This is not my day. Okay, we're back at the steps. Let's actually land this time. Good. And that was only lap 1. Still got 2 more laps of hell to go. Fun. And I'm already about dead. Wow. Well, so much for being able to make use of my boost power this lap. Oh well, what can you do when you're bouncing around like a frickin' pinball? And a pinball land of madness or mushrooms, whatever, F you. I've been watching too much South Park. Also, have I seen the Simpsons marathon in any way, shape, or form? No, I haven't. Haven't watched it because I haven't felt like watching it. And also, I've heard some bad things going on with the early seasons. And that is FXX is cropping the original 4x3 episodes to be in 16:9. But in doing so, they're cutting out the punchline in some scenes by accident, because that's the way cropping works. Well, actually, no, it isn't. Cropping, in my personal opinion, from what I've seen, or more or less the screenshot which was provided, I can make a better cropping than they could over in the network. I'm serious. I mean, sure, I have like a bit of a smaller tier video editing software than they use, but really, I don't care. I can do it better than they can any day of the freaking week. I'm serious, it's that easy. Even though technically this is stretched into 16:9, even though this game is meant to be played on a 4x3 scale. How am I doing this exactly while still preserving the format and whatever? The converter box. The converter box does the work, and it works very well. It stretches the aspect ratio, but it still makes it look pretty. But anyways, another race is won. This track is done. Thank God. Sure, we had a bit of a rocky start, or more or less a little... Or what? Blech! What I'm trying to say is, This run was much better than the Jack Cup. That's all I have to say about it. Much better this time around. Didn't lose as many lives, but I did have some trouble during the last race. Which was kind of to be expected, but still, I can do better than that. But anyways, this is General Snivy with Let's Play F-Zero Expansion Kit. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. Next time, we're going to be moving on to the King Cup. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. See you all later.